Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A little technical snafu happening here on the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. We're bringing you the GUNR4sR Daytona race. As you can see, it is plenty foggy down here at Daytona Beach. My name is Chris. With me, as always, my good friend Rick Hammond Jr. Rick, how are you tonight, brother?
Hey, buddy, I am doing fantastic. I mean, we've had a little bit of an off season there, but we're back here in Daytona. It's a little foggy out there, but I'm looking forward to a good race.
It is foggy, and the pace truck is coming on down pit road. Mike Aleo Jr. is going to be our pole sitter tonight, and he's going to lead the way to the start-finish line. Here we go, 75 laps of action, and look at the fog, my lord. Let's try and get in a shot a little bit better so we can see these cars. My goodness, they are looking good out there, I think, Rick.
I think, I mean, it is tough because I like to use either center field or grandstand, which is one of the new camera packs here, for at least it's a camera pack that I have for Daytona, and I can't see nothing, so I feel bad for the spotters out there.
I feel very bad for the spotters around this 2.5 mile track. Certainly if they're on the back stretch, the spotters are going to have everything they can do to try and keep up with the race action here today. But right now, Mike Aleo, Andrew Schroeder leading the way on the inside, and on the outside it is the 6 car. That is Mike Van Houten trying to lead the way on the outside lane, trying to build up that momentum. Oh man, it feels good to be back in the chair, Rick. Good to be back here. Can't wait to get this whole season going, man. It's going to be a good time. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Chris and Rick up in the booth, bringing you all the action. 75 laps here at Daytona. And there is going to be a stage, Rick, going to be on lap number 30 here.
Yeah, it'll be a good chance to give these drivers a little bit of a chance. I mean, you know, it's hard for us to broadcast in the fog here too, Chris. And their spotters, like I said, you know, up there in the spotting tower having a heck of a time. But, you know, the drivers, they're dealing with that too. And, you know, hopefully by lap 30, you know, these guys are definitely going to want a little bit of a break there, as we see the 33 and the 39 almost getting into it, Chris. But right now, the 39 moving back into second position right now. Right now, Van Houten in that number 6 machine, the genuine draft. That'd be one of your favorite cars, man. It's a Miller car.
It is indeed.
Doing everything he can to make that inside lane work, but everybody's starting to go high.
Yeah, Van Houten led him around on the outside, took over the race lead, now the 39, and a whole bunch of others jump into that outside lane. Going to try and make that one work, and early on in this one, it looks like it's going to, Rick, as the 39, Michael Aleo, retakes the race lead, drops it down to the bottom side of the track. He's got the 48 behind him. That's Andrew Schroeder. The 33 on the outside, that's Lucas. Lucas on the outside, he's up a spot, but look at the big movers going on here so far, Rick. In 4th spot, it's Eric Shearer in the 22, making his presence felt on the outside, driving that Wrangler number 22.
Yeah, you know, and that's something that I love about Daytona, Chris. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like the super speedway racing, but that's what I love about it. I mean, Eric Shearer right now up 11 spots, like you said, right behind him, the 70, well, it was the 74, but, you know, he was up 11, but just fell down. Now it's going back to Adam Monsioka going all over the place there, but now Eric Shearer takes over 3rd, moved up 12 positions, so a lot of big movers here, man. That's what I love about Daytona. It's just fabulous.
Oh, yeah, and it is wicked to see how many cars are out there getting ready to shred it up here tonight. And Aleo in the 39 leads that. Oh, well, we've got a little change for the race lead. The 33 takes it over. Now they're going back and forth, inside, outside, and then back down to the inside. Aleo Jr. holds on to the race lead. The 48 giving a little push. Here comes the 97. That's Jeremy Funk. Funk with that really nice looking car. Really starting to make that inside lane move, trying to break the momentum of that outside lane. The 07 right there behind him as well. That's Stefan Hamill. Hamill going to try and stay down there. And the inside line now, Rick, is going to shuffle out a car.
Yeah, that's what a lot of guys do. I mean, Chris, 75 laps doesn't sound like a long time, but like we said, 2.5 miles around this beautiful historic oval that we both personally been to. It is a fabulous track, and you know, it's going to be a while, and these guys need to settle down, find where they want to ride, where they're comfortable. You know, some drivers like to be on that high lane. Personally, myself, I like to try to be on the inside so I can kind of see what's going on. And it's a little easier to keep the car down there. I think you don't have to worry about the wall too much. Just the guys on the outside lane, but you know, they're starting to figure it out. Some of them are getting a single file. There's just one car right now within this top group here that is who's running that outside lane all by himself. That is the 33 of your jet ski.
Looking back a little further in the pack, and we definitely have some pretty serious separation here. It looks like it's tight from about the 12th spot, and it starts going single file all the way back to 20th. Top 20 drivers on the field. Top 20 drivers racing this one out.
Yeah, I was kind of excited though, Chris, when we got in here. You know, there was 43 cars signed up for this thing, but it looks like a bunch of them decided tonight is not the night. Maybe they don't want to drive in the fog, take that chance, but you know, these guys doing the best they can. And having a 20-car field, that is not bad at all.
Oh no, that's awesome. Eight laps down already. They're really cruising around this 2.5 mile track. Season opener here for these guys this season. And we want to thank them for having us on board to get their name out there.
I gotta go into a cockpit, Chris, just to see what these guys are actually driving. I mean, and you know, we look at it here, and it's kind of crazy, but I can just imagine what the cockpit is, and you know, yeah, you can see a little bit better, but not much.
Yeah, boy, that heading into the corners, it's oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's real weather, and they're expecting snow down in Daytona.
I know that. Pretty much Florida, Texas, all those southern states, Chris. I got family in Texas and in Florida. You know, they're complaining about the weather down there, and I'm like, wow, it's still t-shirt weather. I mean, you got a couple inches of snow, but that ain't nothing. But for them, it's terrible. Now, one thing that worries me about this fog, and if I was driving, Chris, something that would definitely be in my mind, you know, we noticed that these guys are giving each other a lot of room now, especially now at lap 9. You know, they kind of figured it out. They're not racing 2x2 a lot like they were at the beginning. But you got to be careful because it's Daytona. You know that the big one's going to happen at some point. And when that does with this fog, it is going to be hard to see.
Yeah, absolutely. As it looks like we're trying to form up a second lane once again. That middle lane going to try and form up. Adam Montioka picks up the 33's back bumper, and away they go. It's amazing, Rick, that it only takes a couple of cars really to start building that momentum on the outside.
Yeah, it's a lot different than from, you know, things that when I first started on the service, Chris, I mean, if you didn't have, you know, 4 or 5 cars, you couldn't go anywhere. And now, like you said, you get 2, 3 cars and you can fly by a group of, you know, 3, 4, 5 cars. iRacing doing a good job with the physics here. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I noticed that when I watched the real life Daytona 500 this past Sunday. And the cars, you know, it's hard because you can't bump draft like you used to be able to.
Oh, no. But, no.
But guys still try.
Yeah, I mean, you can try and bump draft, but it's probably going to take you, the guy in front of you, and maybe about 10 or 15 guys behind you out, as that fog is getting thick again, Rick. My Lord, it is getting tough to see these cars out there. Put the fog lights on as the 74 Montioka just makes a huge move down on the inside. We've got a new leader. The 33 takes it back over. Montioka, he is running in second. Alero, who's led the good portion of this race so far, finds himself in third, but he's going to work his way back up. The 48, Andrew Schroeder, going to stick with him.
I was going to say, Schroeder there, you know, saw him go up and said, hey, you know, I'm going to follow this guy around. He's thinking about it. There's a little bit of a door there, you know, for him to move in, but that's getting close pretty quickly. So 2 cars going to be stuck on the outside. Chris, the 07 moves up. The 07 is Hamill doing his thing. He's caught up to the back bumper of the 74 now. But yeah, these guys got to be careful, man, because, you know, if you get a chance to bump, I mean, if you look at that Chevy, you can see that it is not, you know, a flat nose like they used to be. I mean, if you look at the Mustangs, a little bit better to be able to do that. But even those cars, I mean, it's just, they're so off center that they just bounce around. If you give a guy a shot, yeah, you're going to go fast, but he might also go around.
Look at the Mustangs. They're better. Words I never thought I'd hear from you, but I captured them here live on YouTube. The Turn 3 Racing Network. Going to be firing up a couple of things here this week. Tonight, of course, it's the Gunners racing for under sim rules, excuse me. And I believe this coming Sunday night, Blazing Pedals, it's the Clash of Daytona.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much about the Clash, Chris. If we're not doing that this Sunday, I mean, I haven't heard anything yet. And it wasn't on the schedule, but, you know, if we do it, then we're live next Sunday. If not, then the Sunday after on the 28th, man, starts that nice long season. We're going to be going from February 28th all the way to December 19th. And, of course, our good friend Cody Early here at Turn 3 Racing Network has you and I don't know why. I don't know why he wanted to pick a couple oval guys to do his dirt racing, but I guess we did okay there for him this winter. So he asked us back. So we got some work to do here.
I love watching that dirt stuff, man. I don't really get it, but I love watching it. And I love watching the battles back and forth here at Daytona. Nothing better than a little restrictor plate racing to get your season started.
It'd be better if they took the restrictor plates off, though.
Okay, yeah. All right, fair. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank you for tuning into the Turn 3 Racing Network. If this is your first time here, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Maybe throw a thumbs up here for these drivers who are battling it out in the dense fog of Daytona. Well, so far we have had some back and forth racing here up front. Let's go back a little ways, Rick. Let's take a look in on Eric Shearer, who just a little while ago was running in the third place or so. Right now, the 22 running in 8th, still in the top 10, but I think maybe people are starting to let themselves gap just a little bit, Rick. Do you think they might be expecting something?
Well, you know, we're halfway to the stage, so, you know, they might be trying to save what they can. I mean, I don't know exactly what the field run is here. In the real-life race, it was around 35 laps, so I would think they would have enough here. But I think they're worried about guys trying to get position. I mean, here it is. It's the season opener. Obviously, these guys are running A stage, and there's going to be some bonus points involved. And, you know, I think some guys just want to get comfortable where they're at, and they're worried about that big one. I mean, it is hard to see out there right now. And a lot of these guys have been moving around. I mean, Dierjeski, he's up only 3 positions. Hamill already up 15 positions. He's sitting in 3rd still. And as we talked, Eric Shearer back in 7th right now. He's up 8, so, you know, they're doing what they have to do, but that big one, I'm sure, is on everyone's mind because, you know, when you're racing, even in a simulator, you don't want to just look straight ahead. When you're going into a corner, you want to look down through the corner, see what the heck's going on, and you want to catch that. So, but these guys are being very patient, Chris, and it's actually really good to see.
Yeah, and the problem with trying to look through the corner here, Rick, I don't know how much they can see. This fog getting denser and denser. It seems to be really bad. Look at that. You can't even see the billboards. My goodness. Montioka sitting in that 3rd spot in the low lane. Actually just got punched down a little bit by Oleo. They fight back and forth. And it is definitely a back and forth thing. Oleo in the 39, the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. Those two guys have not missed a bumper connection yet. Those two drivers working very well together. And some of these other guys are going to have to learn to do the same thing if they're going to have a chance here tonight, Rick.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Chris. I mean, those guys working very well together up there towards the front. Ending there with the 48. Jeremy Funk, he's got to figure out what he's going to do there in the Cheerios 97 car because he's falling a little bit behind. I mean, it's not terrible, but you know, he'll be able to get up to where he needs to go. But right now, got some work to do, and he's got to have Shearer. You know, I'm surprised Eric hasn't moved up to the back bumper there of the 97. I think that 22 looks pretty cool, Chris. I mean, it is a Ford, but it's got the old Earnhardt colors on it. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. Let's face it, Dale didn't care. Ford, Chevy, Pontiac.
Driven them all.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see here. I think, Rick, I want to try something. Ah, boy. Let's take a blimp shot just so you can see. There's nothing to see out of the blimp.
Or not see.
It's snowing in Daytona, or well, it's not. It's just fog, but there is nothing out there just to show you how bad it is for these drivers. The conditions not exactly beneficial for 200-mile-an-hour racing, but here we are, and they are getting it done. No caution so far. About to click on to lap number 20.
Yeah, I mean, if you go down to a cockpit view, Chris, you can see what they can actually see, and it is a little bit better than what we can, but you know, you still have that haze. And I mean, you and I, we've done some racing here in iRacing. I don't think I've ever driven in a race that is like this, so it is kind of cool that it's actually, you know, doable. But I think for me, since never doing it, I think that would drive me nuts a little bit.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we're on board with Hamill. He is our, well, I was going to say he's our second place runner, but well, he is running on that outside. He's going to make a fool out of me. But Hamill was getting on the back bumper of Jurgisk, and man, I don't know. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be the guy with the wheel in my hand with a friend in front of me. No, thank you.
Yeah, a little tough there. I mean, but you got to do what you got to do, you know? I mean, that's how you get around Daytona.
Again, I want to go ahead and thank everybody for tuning into the Turn 3 Racing Network. Check us out just about every night. We've got at least one thing going on, usually 2 or 3, as we have been busy here in this off. Well, for Rick and I, it's been an off season. Now we're coming back into it.
But here's an interesting little tidbit, Chris. So we've already had some drivers come down pit road. Bobby Maiden has left the pits. Jordan Tansel, who's a big contender. I mean, we've called his name a lot in past races. He's left the pits. Nicholas Snyder came down. Brad Lane. A lot of guys already coming down, doing their pit stops.
Short pitting, maybe banking on the fact that maybe these guys out front still have to come down. The thing right now is you don't want to come down pit road alone. You've got to have a dancing partner. If not, your night is over.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that's something that I'm trying to see. And Tansel kind of by himself here. But he's got the pack coming up right behind him, Chris. But, I mean, obviously those guys, I mean, you're going to come down when the stage ends anyway. If you can make it on field to lap 30, you're coming down once that stage ends. You're going to top off with a Sunoco racing fuel and you're going to go. I think what these guys are trying to do is, you know, they're like, well, you know, we've been stuck down here for a while. And we're just going to let these guys go, do their thing. If they want to sit out, we don't have to pit.
Yeah, they don't have to. Tansel would be better suited to not go a lap down here again. He can catch on some of that draft. He has a chance to try and stay in front of the race leaders. He is shown on the lead lap. Chris Gilbert going to be the only driver that's not on the lead lap right now, but I'm sure he would be able to take advantage of the lucky dog should it occur. And certainly at that stage ending lap, he would get a lap back if he's able to hold on. Right now, Tansel's only job, try and stay ahead of the race leaders. Try and stand late on the lead lap. And hold on for about 6 more laps.
Bunch of other guys coming into the pits. Reggie Packard coming in. Rob Charbonneau coming in also. So those guys coming in together to do their thing.
Oh, big time moves happening down pit road. The 33 and the 07 stay out, along with the 74. That's Adam Montioca. Dioka, one of the bigger movers here so far tonight, and he's staying out.
You know, this is kind of interesting, Chris. We're on lap 25 right now. We're seeing a bunch of guys come down pit road. We see a bunch staying out, trying to do what they have to do to gain a little traction and, you know, space in between all those guys. But, you know, they're definitely going to have to pit at least one more time, I think.
Oh, boy, the 74 almost put it into the wall, Rick. He got tight, and he got really close to the wall. Now he's going to bring it down. Montioca bringing it down, and that leaves our race leader out there by himself following a car that he is going to try and put down a lap. Other cars just in front, they're going to try and keep it. Tansel trying to hold on to 63. is on the tail end of the lead lap, the leader right behind him. Again, got to thank everybody for tuning into the Turn 3 Racing Network. Chris and Rick on the booth and on the call. We've got the guys under NASCAR rules for sim racing going at it for their season opener. 75 laps here at Daytona. And here comes our race leader. He's coming down pit road. Oh, he knocks out the commitment cone. The 33 went sideways coming down pit road. And that might slow him down just enough. Gotta find our potential leader. Boy, Rick, it's coming down. It might be Eric Shearer as our race leader, and he's by himself.
Is by himself, yep. Just got news, Chris, the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. He is out of the race. It looks like he might have had some mechanical issues, like what we like to call it here, but he has packed it up in the hauler, it looks like.
Man. First stage just 3 laps away. Hate to see that for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a fast car. I mean, you know, he's working with others really well, and that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, there's another driver out there that's going to hate to see that. Where did he go?
He's sitting in second right now, the 39.
Oh, yeah, Michael Arrow in second spot.
Oh, he's got the 74. I mean, look at the 74 right on the back bumper.
Maybe you won't miss him. 74 picking up where Schroeder left off as Adam Mondiocco right on the back bumper of the 39, giving a little space through the corner. Very nice driving right there, Adam Mondiocco, as we are working lap number 28. Remember, once again, lap 30 gonna be our first and only stage break of the evening. Everybody has come down pit road, so they have cycled through. Now it's the first guy to cross the line at lap 30 to be the stage winner, and Eric Shearer leads the way by just a little over a second, but he's got 2 cars behind him. They're going to close up quick.
That's where Shearer's got to play it smart. Chris got to keep his eyes, you know, out the front windshield, but also on that rear view. Here they come, and they're going to go. Yep, kind of hard to block.
At way too much speed that those 2 drivers had. Eric, his best chance now to try and grab onto that draft if he can, but those 2 cars, they are locked in and they are moving. Eric Shearer having a hard time collecting the draft. He is falling back just a little bit, about a half a second. And he may be able to hold on to that draft. Nonetheless, the 39, Mike Aleo, he is back out front. Adam Mondiocco is pushing him around. Ryan, yeah, it's not the picture, but it's fog at the track. It literally is. This is some pretty lifelike weather that they're having down in Daytona, and that's what we're messing around with here tonight.
There's the end of the stage, Chris.
Stage, well, the only stage here tonight. And Michael L. Jr. takes the victory of the stage. And just to get back, yeah, Ryan, yeah. So let me show you something cool since you're just tuning in. Let's take a picture of the blimp. That's what we can see here tonight. Absolutely nothing. It is just foggy out there. It's too bad because I had the old crank it up cam ready to go tonight. I don't know. Well, we'll try it. I don't know if it's going to work out or not. It'll probably be all right. Caution on the track. Michael Arrow is going to be the man so far. He's led a good portion of the laps early on here. He did come down pit road, was able to get his lead back. Adam Mondiocco did a great job. Boy, he was right on the back bumper, pushing for everything he had. And the Mustang crosses the start-finish line to win the first stage.
Now, I'm not sure who it is, Chris, but there is a driver out there that is out of fuel.
Oh boy. I gotta check out this guy right here, Rick. The number 92. His name is Danny W. Foster. And the reason why that name is popping to me so hard, I actually have a cousin, Daniel W. Foster.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I know this one isn't, but because I'm seeing some of the stuff that he wrote earlier on their Discord. But pretty cool. See my cousin's name out there, even though he couldn't drive himself out of a wet paper sack. I love my cousin dearly. Driving is not his thing. Pit road about to get very active again as 19 drivers gonna serve up a little attention from their pit crews. And you can't even see pit road, Rick. There's so much fog out there.
There is a lot of fun.
Man.
I'm playing with the cameras to try to find one that is perfect right now. I mean, the crank it up cam, it works good.
I just got nothing. It's so funny.
It's tough. You know, on a speedway, I mean, as the second chair, I really do like to use the blimp or the chopper cam. The chopper cam does work a little bit better, but not much. The blimp, no, it's total whiteout.
Yeah, there's chopper cam right there. I mean, you can see the cars.
And what iRacing needs to work on next, Chris, I mean, every sport is using them now, and including NASCAR. We need to get some drone camera packs.
Oh Lord.
It'd be cool as, you know, a broadcaster have like a little virtual remote that we could just kind of fly around, do what we want to do.
Yeah, because I'm not doing enough back here.
Oh, come on. How fun would it be to buzz the tower?
Yeah, well, okay.
Buzz
Yeah.
who's in first place.
You win. You win. Well, pace truck lights are still on. That means we're going to be able to step away for just a moment. We will be right back right after this.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
And the pace car lights are off. These guys are getting ready to go back under the green flag. It's going to be the start of lap number 34 when the pace truck comes down pit road. We've got a new race leader. It's James Mercier. To his outside, it's going to be the 86 of Michael Wilcox. The 74, Adam Montioka, is in the third spot. Green flag waves. We're back going at speed here at Daytona.
I mean, it's cool during that little stage break, Chris, because, you know, Eric Shear's out there. He's letting his drivers know that he's proud of them. You know, great first half there, but we still got a long way to go. And he's just reminding them, you know, take it easy. Still plenty of time to make your moves. I don't think these guys are going to have much of a problem at all here tonight, Chris. I mean, even with the fog, they're doing a fabulous job.
Yeah, they are. They're doing a fantastic job under pretty adverse conditions here with all this fog. It's funny, Rick, because there was no fog during the practice.
Yeah. That rolled in off the ocean. You know how it goes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, keep wanting to bring a different view to the race, and I guess that one's okay. As they disappear into the fog through the corner, the 27, James Mercier, still your race leader. Oh, he goes down below the yellow line. That could be trouble. He's got to roll it up. Mercier trying to hold on that snap-on. Number 27, he finally gets back in line. Meanwhile, Adam Montioka takes advantage. He takes the race lead. He's got Jeremy Funk right behind him to the top side. It's going to be Michael Wilcox trying to lead the outside lane. And what's it going to be, Rick? We saw the top lane going pretty decently in the first 30 laps or so. But right now, the bottom lane puts it together. They're trying to hold on. Cars are about equal in number. And now the 45 comes down, tries to pull some of that side draft.
Yeah, 45 trying to do everything. Ooh, we got another guy. I'm trying to find out who it is. Another one broke off quite a bit. It looks like it might be the 09 down below the yellow line. Now he's back up. I wonder if these guys are just getting a little nervous, Chris. I mean, I've been there multiple times myself. You know, you see the front runners really going at it. They're racing side by side. Like you said, they're trying to bring in that side draft, which, you know, it's debatable if it really works here in iRacing, but some guys claim it does, others claim it don't, so who knows. But I wonder if they just see all that squirreliness going up there in front and say, hey, I'm going to drop back a little bit just in case.
Yeah. So the story is, no, it doesn't. But you know what it does? If you look over to your right-hand side, you see a car getting really close to you. It can be intimidating. Oh, the 6 now down below that yellow line, and you're starting to wonder, Rick, if maybe that fog is not helping these guys get through the corners well, and maybe they're just missing their marks.
That very well could be too. Here at Daytona, I mean, you know, you're pressing on the gas as hard as it'll go. You know, you're trying to push us through the floorboard, Chris, and you're really not using your brakes. But like you said, you know, if somebody gets a little bit too close to somebody, they just back off and say, okay, go.
Well, the 45 on your screen, the 86 in scoring. Michael Wilcox now the race leader. On the outside, it looks like we've got the 86. Oh my goodness, I don't even know anymore. How about this? These guys are moving.
They are moving.
We'll do it like that. I'm loving this.
Sheer and Gierdeski get right on each other's bumpers, and they get right up into the 86 of Wilcox to kind of push them there. But right now, man, Matsuoka doing a heck of a job. Doing everything that he possibly can.
Oh, you know what's throwing me off here, Rick? The 45 that's out front. It's Chris Gilbert.
Okay, yep, there we go.
Chris Gilbert running 16th. He's on the lead lap. He's trying to stay there. And that threw me off for a minute. We're okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we do this every night.
Yeah,
we haven't had 3 months off or anything.
No, exactly.
I'll tell you what, man, Matsuoka, he came here to race here tonight. This is about the best I've seen him with these guys. Of course, we do have, big time. Oh, man. Oh, the 97 took my heart away. Woo!
Oh, they're peeling off coming down pit road. That's interesting.
Well, they might think, Rick, that they can hit 35 laps on a tank of fuel if they're, you know, maybe going a little on the slower side.
Yeah.
Everybody else probably going to have to come down. It's that long-term strategy, bud. I wouldn't even get tires right now. I'd just get gas and go right back out.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Oh, boy, but that did take my heart away for just a second. My Lord.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on. I mean, that was a hard peel off. I was like, whoa.
Nonetheless, Monteoka using that 45 of Chris Gilbert as a little bit of a drafting help. Eric Shearer right there. He's right on the back bumper of the 74 as well. And those guys starting to gap out a little bit. The 86 on back. 39. Michael Arrow, he has led a good portion of this race. Would love to get back up towards the front, the outside lane, trying to form. We'll see if it's able to hold on. 2 cars versus 4. Oh, Eric Shearer had a little side-to-side moment there in that Ford Wrangler machine.
Well, Wilcox in that 86 said, okay, enough of this bottom line stuff. He moved up, Chris, and of course, he brought the 33 with him, and he's probably very thankful that the 33 of Drzeski came up and helped him out there. And I think Shearer might have, I don't know, trying to keep him back a little bit, maybe. I mean, Shearer's been having a fantastic race here tonight. Now he's being scored in 2nd position, up 13 from the start of this race.
Slow traffic to the outside. The 32. That's Marcus Ulmer keeping it way to the outside, right on the wall. Not going to bother the race leaders. And Adam Monteoka continues to lead this one behind the 45. That outside lane at any point could get moving.
You know, if they got another car up there, Chris, it would help them out a lot. I mean, they're doing good, you know, just with the 2 of them, but just not getting enough momentum to get up to the leader. One of these other guys either sucks up or one of the bottom line move up. That is going to help them huge.
Well, I can't promise how this is going to turn out, Rick, but I believe that we have got to try it. We have got to try and turn it up here at Daytona. A little Tuesday night fun of cranking it up right here live at Daytona. And man, it was a challenge there for a moment. The outside lane, Rick actually did get there. And
yeah, they did.
Well, now we'll see. We'll see if it's able to hold. I don't think so. That inside lane. Oh boy!
11.
Oh no!
Oh, here's the big one.
5, 6 cars involved. Caution number 2 on the night. And Eric Shearer was involved with that one.
Bobby made in the 11. Lots of damage on that car right now.
All right. Let's go back and take a peek. See what happened to bring out that caution. Three wide racing, the 11 gets into the 33, and well, all hell breaks loose. '29. I think he's smoking. I having a hard time telling. Oh yeah, he's definitely smoking. So his night's probably over. That's
Reggie.
Reggie Packard. Yep.
Now these guys do have one fast repair, Chris, if I heard correctly, as they were coming down for their stage caution.
Oh, that's good.
So that's good.
Well, it's not normally a if, but a when, and tonight it just happened. Caution on the track.
I mean, the good news, Chris, it looks like everybody's car is running. I mean, there's some big damage. There's some smoking, like we said, out of the 29. But it looks like those guys are able to make it back, so they don't have to waste the time for towing. And you know as well as I do, you could be like 2 inches from your pit box, and when you tow, it takes, you know, here at Daytona, I think it might be even like around 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's like 10 hours.
5 minutes. Yeah, so it takes forever. It looks like everybody will be able to make it down pit road that needs to come down, that wants to come down. Quite honestly, under caution, you got your fast repair, you might as well.
And it looks like we have a new race winner, or race leader, Andre Ruiz, in the 09. Well, this field's pretty Ford heavy. I'm kind of liking that.
Oh, you're gonna like Sunday nights too, then?
I already do.
Oh, I mean, even more. That's one thing that I really do like, you know, when leagues utilize, you know, the trucks now, especially because now it's not just Toyota and Chevy. They brought in the Ford F-150, so that's kind of cool. You get a little bit of a mix-up. The Xfinity and the A-Class, you know, that's where you want to be, man, because you have so many options of what to drive, and it's kind of nice to see that.
Yeah. All right, under caution one more time. We're going to step away, take a moment to kind of refresh ourselves, let these guys get them all straightened up. And I believe we're going to come back for the conclusion of what is going to be a pretty darn good race here right after this. Well, very quick caution for this one, as it looks like we're getting ready to go back under the green flag. Michael Arrow Jr. in that 39 has resumed the race lead. Eric Shearer was able to save that car. His pit crew doing a good job. You can't even tell, Rick, but it's sitting in second spot. Adam Montioka sits in third, and we go back under the green flag.
Man, look at all the rubber on these cars. Our racing has done such a good job with graphics, Chris. Throughout just the last, you know, few months, you can see all the rubber all over the front end of that Wrangler Mustang.
You can?
I can. I got a different camera angle than you. I've been playing with them a little bit. And I've even noticed there's a lot of marks now on the track surface. I don't know if it's just highlighting it because of the fog and whatnot, but you know, with some of the camera angles that I've been using, you get down in there, you really see the difference.
Bobby Maiden in the 11, the FedEx machine, right behind Adam Monteoka. Eric Shear trying to battle back on the outside. He's got Michael Wilcox behind him. Oh, this fog. It could light up anytime. Usually when these guys go in a circle so fast, you know, it's supposed to go away. Isn't that what DW used to say?
Yeah, I think so. Got a little cyclone action going on around Daytona with all these cars flying around.
Yeah, that's right. 25 laps to go. Mike Valero leading the way. Adam Monteoka, the second biggest mover of this race, sitting in the second spot. He's up 15 spots. Who's up more than that, you ask? Well, it's that number 11. That's Bobby Maiden. Oh, excuse me. No, it's Michael Wilcox.
Michael Wilcox, yeah.
In the 86. He's running the outside. He's up 16 positions.
F17, F16.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're bouncing back and forth now.
And there's one guy that hasn't moved at all, Chris. And, you know, and I know for a fact that I've seen him, you know, towards mid-pack, down towards the end of the race. That's our race leader, though. But, you know, he got the pole here tonight. Heck, that 39 is fast. It's liking this weather.
Yeah. Inside lane continuing to dominate here in the mid to late sections of this race.
Yeah, pretty much 6 cars on the outside lane, now 7. But everybody else down on that inside lane, Chris.
Man, they're chasing the race leaders. Valero, Monteoka.
I mean, the leader is being pushed by Chevy. That's why he's out front. I'm just saying.
Oh, actually, it's because the Chevy can't pass the Ford. But anyway, yeah.
Because Shear would have passed him already. Now the outside lane. Here it comes, Chris.
That's
I'm gonna keep it coming.
Three Fords in the top 5, 1 Chevy, 1 Toyota.
And Maiden, I mean, I'm surprised that he is where he is, Chris, because that 11 car during that last caution, it was banged up, something fierce. You saw a little tire smoke there. Tires are getting tired. But with only 22 laps to go, no problem.
Yeah, at this point, you don't worry about it, right, Rick? You just kind of put the pedal down, maybe adjust your line a little bit, and go.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing I'm kind of noticing there with the outside lane, Chris. I mean, there's, you know, Eric Shear, he's moving around a little bit. Wilcox trying to stay with him, but, you know, it gets tough when you see somebody, you know, wiggle a little bit, and that's all just difference in the equipment that they're using to drive. As you see, Shear stays down, but the 86 goes up just a little bit. Man, these cars look good. It's good to be back, brother.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun watching a couple of, well, a bunch of cars, more than a couple, hitting about 200 miles an hour here at Daytona. Kicking off the season the right way.
I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but with only 20 laps left to go, Chris, I mean, it's a pretty good season opener, only having 1 actual caution. I mean, the stage caution, you don't count that really. I mean, that's, you know, something that you just build into it. But 1 caution at Daytona, pretty dang good.
Yep. Something to live up to. I have noticed a little bit of blinking out of our race leader, so we're going to keep an eye on him.
And that's scary when you're the leader, Chris. I mean, it doesn't really affect him because the cars aren't around him, so, you know, he doesn't really notice. He's just there doing his thing. You might look in his rear view and, you know, see everybody disappear for a second, but it gets scary for the guys that are behind him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Montioka right behind him. He's pushing right on that bumper as hard as he can. And boy, if he has to disappear, you know, if he disappears because of a connection thing, oh boy.
I mean, we've seen some crazy stuff in our broadcasting career. I mean, just last season there with the Blazing Pedals on Sunday night, I mean, we saw a guy who actually blinked, and then when he came back, he was actually inside 2 other cars. Thankfully, iRacing didn't catch it. it fixed itself, but it was like, oh boy, where'd he go?
Look at all this 2x2 driving. Back just a little further. My goodness.
They're doing a fabulous job, man. Fabulous job.
Still a couple of drivers though hanging out towards the rear, single file. One of those drivers, the 92, Danny Foster.
Probably in there drinking his White Claw. If you guys never had a White Claw and you don't like seltzer, don't do it. Take my word for it.
An unfortunate bet Rick lost last season.
I don't know if anybody has anything for the 39, Chris. The end of this race, I mean, we only got 17 laps to go, so it's not going to be too far before we see it. You know he's going to be challenged at some point.
Yeah, I'm going to say this right now. Do not count out that 74. Boy, he has been fast, and I mean fast, all night long. Content just to kind of run there in second spot and use that front bumper, but may not be done yet.
I mean, the thing is, Shears, you know, he leaves a gap there for a little bit, but then they finally get that outside lane and start working at it again to kind of close it a little bit. But if that opens up at the right time, the 74 could just do the little slingshot. But we'll see. Right now, here comes Shear and Wilcox doing what they have to do. 27 moves up in front of the 33 to help out a little bit.
Now the inside line a little disorganized, as there is quite a big gap, about 2.5 car lengths back to the 11 car. Bobby Maiden. If Maiden could catch the 74, that would definitely help that inside line. And it looks like he is maybe closing in just now. Or not.
Definitely trying. I think he's trying. I mean, it's kind of hard to say. But I'll say, hey, listen, 50, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but 15 laps, it goes pretty quick, but you are on a 2.5 miles, so there's plenty of racing left. And you might just be playing it safe a little bit, Chris. You know, let those front runners get crazy. I mean, the 74 is not going to be content, I'm sure, with a second place finish. I mean, like you said, he's been fast all night long, so definitely has a chance. I mean, any of these drivers really have a chance to win the race. It's just going to take somebody making a mistake, and nobody wants to make that mistake. If you leave a little bit of buffer room, you can...
Top 9 drivers, Rick, all within a half a second of each other.
Oh yeah, they're right on top of each other right now.
This is fun. Eric Shearer leaves that outside lane, brings it down to the inside, trying to make something happen. Couldn't do it. Boy, he put those left side tires just below that yellow line, and it wasn't there. Wisely came back up on track.
I mean, that's the downside of running the inside lane. I mean, I love the inside lane around Daytona, Talladega, same thing. But, you know, these banks are high, and you really tilt the car. And when you're following somebody else, you lose sight of that yellow line. I mean, it's not like real life where you can get
one through the grass.
You just want to level out that spot a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Mowing the lawn is the 92. That was Danny Foster. He made the splitter a little bit of a lawnmower right there.
Dropped his White Claw.
Top 3 cars breaking away. Didn't expect this to happen with 13 laps to go. Boy, just a lap and a half ago, Rick, it was top 9 cars all within a half a second. Now look at them. Top 3 cars. And then you go back to maiden. Maiden is just now at a half a second. Ooh. Andre Rios up on that top lane. He is a lap down, so he is going to move out of the way. Make that 2 laps down now.
Outside lane just kind of fell apart. I mean, it all started when Shear came down, Chris. He saw an opening, and I don't blame him for taking it. It's pretty hairy. I mean, it's hairy, you know, running anywhere on a super speedway. But I prefer that inside lane.
Not too much into the 3 wide here tonight. They've managed to keep it pretty much 2 lanes of racing.
There's a couple times I saw where somebody peeked into the middle, Chris, and kind of got into the sucker hole, but they didn't last there very long. They were like, nope.
Yeah, and it's also what kind of brought out a caution, so good job to realize that and to maybe keep it to 2 lanes. Meanwhile, the top 3 drivers are pulling away from the rest of the field.
I think we need to take this video and send it to the NASCAR headquarters and make the drivers watch it before next week's race. That's how you get it done, boys. Oh, as I say that, getting a little squirrely way back in the field, Chris. I see a bunch of guys moving all around. Woo. That was a heck of a save there. I'm not sure exactly who it was, but... Man.
I know I'm supposed to be talking, Rick, but I'm kind of moved up on my seat. I'm moving closer to the mic. I'm getting excited.
Yeah, I mean, now 9 to go, Chris, and anything can happen. I mean, still anybody's race, but right now these top 3 looking mighty fine.
Well, the FedEx machine of Bobby Maiden trying to close it in. He is down under a half a second. He's got a little bit of help. Jordan Tensel right there with him. If Jordan can latch onto that back bumper a little bit on these long straightaways, they might be able to catch the leaders. And heaven help the leaders if we get 5 cars kind of lined up on the outside, because they will start cooking.
Yeah, there's 4 of them now, and there's another one down there trying to catch the draft and suck up. Yeah, real interesting. 8 to go now.
8 to go, and Bobby Maiden is definitely closing that gap down to about a 1/10 of a second to Eric Shearer, the 63, helping along the way. Here comes the 5. Oh, it is getting, good times. Good times. I'm loving it.
Oh, look at that right there. Bobby Maiden breaks out of that bottom lane, Chris, and pulls up in front of the 5.
It's a move I was expecting, although maybe a little soon. Because now I think Tensel's going to take over the bottom, and he might pop up in front of the 11. We're going to find out.
Eric Shearer moves up.
Oh,
in the
Shearer did
22,
it.
Yeah.
Oh, our race leader goes up. Now, Montioka has a run on the inside, and it is all equaled up. 6 cars versus 6 cars. I love it.
Man, this is awesome.
Could that have been the move to cost Alero the race? We're going to find out. Jordan Tensel now in 2nd spot. Too fun. Oh, Eric Shearer starting to get a little wiggly. The 92 did a good job to avoid. 5 cars on top now, 7 to the bottom side. Momentum should be on the bottom lane.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's being pushed by 3 Chevys right now, bro.
Montioka needs to kind of hold his lane. Not going to be able to do it.
Oh,
Oh, man.
I'm not even driving, Chris.
The 5 gets into the side. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, it almost happened again. Brad Lane able to hold on to it. That's the 10 on your scoring. The 5 on the track. Ooh.
How did you save that? Like, seriously, how did you save that?
I don't know.
Outstanding driving.
5 laps to go. The heat starting to turn up here in Daytona. Jordan Tansel in that second spot. Adam Montioka up front. And here comes that 5. That's Brad Lane. The 10 on your scoring. He's sitting in 3rd spot. Valero finds no help up there. Nobody's willing to go with the guy that's led the most laps here tonight. Somebody's going to have to. Here we go. There's a couple of cars breaking out. Going to try and catch him.
Where to go now, Chris?
Oh, tires are tired, and they are starting to move. 4 laps to go, 199 miles an hour. 201 is Jordan Tansel. Wow. 202 miles an hour from Jordan Tansel to take the race lead, and he has got Brad Lane all over the back bumper. Chevy, Ford is the manufacturer's rundown. And here comes Montioka trying to get it back. 3 laps to go, makes his way in the 3rd spot again. Now moves up to the I side. A good move. Will it pay off? Tansel moves up to block. Here we go. This time by, gonna see 2 flags in the air for 2 to go. Montioka all over Jordan Tansel's back bumper. And you know, if Montioka could sneak down, he does it.
Oh.
That's what he was looking for. 2 laps to go here live at Daytona.
And there's a lot that can happen right here, though, Chris. Holy cow.
Top 8 drivers running side by side. Any single one of them could win. Slower traffic getting way out of the way this time. Oh, we've got it going on. It's another big one. Oh, man. Montioka definitely involved, and Jordan Tansel makes it through. Oh, man. Green, white checker are in effect. Let's go back and see what happened to bring out that caution. Montioka, oh. Man, it looked like the 39 may have come down into him. Thinking there was going to be more room. Let's go back and check that out again. Oh, no, he might have had a little push help there. Oh, crushed. Absolutely crushed. And Jordan Tansel able to drive away as your race leader. So, first race of the season, and we're going to have a little green-white checkered action. Now, these guys have been out there for a while, Rick. I'm wondering how many are going to have to come down pit road.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some guys have come down. It's going to be fun, man.
Our race leader coming down pit road. Jordan Tansel won't be able to make it.
Really going through his F boxes, black boxes, Chris. But they only put a little bit, man. Splash and go, splash and go.
We're gonna find out right now. It looks like he did have a little bit of damage to the rear end of that 63, but it is repaired and he is gone.
I wondered that because when who was it there, Chris? I think it was. I don't remember who it was, but somebody was pushing him there, and Tansel got wicked like loose. So I think, yeah, the bumper definitely got pushed in a little bit.
Well, new race leader after this, it's going to be Nicholas Snyder. He's another one of those 5 cars out on track, but 20, number 20 on your scoring and timing sheet. Oh boy, we may not be done with this one yet, Rick.
Oh no, I don't. We're definitely not done with it. That's for sure.
Don't go anywhere because we're not. We're staying right here till the end. Live on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Can't thank everybody enough for tuning in to a very foggy day here at Daytona. All right, Rick, we've got 2 cautions for incidents on track. We've got 1 caution for a stage ending caution. We got a couple of beat up cars out there, but it looks like Snyder's in good shape. It looks like Eric Shear's car is in pretty decent shape. Maybe a little damage to the right rear. Jordan Tansel's car looking pretty good. Brad Lane's car looking pretty good. Danny Foster up to the 5th spot. Adam Montioca's car is looking, well, I'm assuming it's looking good. I can't tell through the fog.
The fog is still pretty thick, Chris. But they made it. 3 laps left to go. I like seeing that number 5 Larson's car there, Nation's Guard. I like that car.
You know what I like to see, Rick? I like to see the caution lights on top of that Chevy Silverado have been shut off. We're going to go back green next time by. Green, white, checkered. Don't hold your breath, because you will pass out. 2.5 miles. Make it 5 when they cross the start finish line.
Well, as a Chevy owner, all I got to say is, did they turn them off or did the bulbs blow? Dang it.
No, you said it, not me.
Yeah, but we both know that's true.
Yeah, it is.
Now, green and white checkers are cool, but man, it puts a lot of pressure on the drivers, Chris. And again, anything can happen.
Well, pressure on the drivers, pressure on the equipment. And if you haven't taken care of your stuff up to this point, yeah, we're going to find out about it pretty darn quick. Take a look at Brad Lane's car, kind of missing something called a hood. That's the 3rd car on the inside.
Don't need that. Well, I think don't need to, but
5 miles to go, Rick. Here we go. These cars are going to get up to speed in the first lap. About a lap and a half, really, to get up to full song. And Jordan Tansel all over Nicholas Snyder. Foster has moved his way up into 3rd. Montioca has moved himself up into 4th spot. Chris Gilbert now running in the top 5. Remember, at one point, that 45 was a lap down. Now sits in the top 5 spot. Not a bad run for him. How about Jeremy Funk in the Toyota? He's one of 2 Toyotas in the top 6. And we have the white flag. One more lap, one more circuit around this foggy Daytona season opener, and it's gonna be on. Here we go. Oh, the 74 gets into the back. Oh man, we're gonna keep going. That was Montioca with a little bit of a miscue. Oh, here goes the 45. The 92 spins him down.
Oh.
Danny Foster wants the top 3.
And this is what you guys get for picking on my
Checkered
white claw.
flag, man. Oh, man. Snyder, Foster, Tansel, your top 3. Woo. What a show. And congratulations going out to Nicholas Snyder winning the season opener here for the guys under NASCAR rules for sim racing. Rick, that was a little bit rough there those last couple of laps.
It was. That's Daytona, though. I mean, that's what's going to happen.
Let's take a look at the race results here tonight. And that isn't right at all.
Oh, no, it is not.
It's not.
And I know why it's not. Like, no, I can tell you real quick.
Oh, go ahead. Just for fun.
So, yeah, so we know for future, in the results control panel. Yep.
I already knew. Now, for real, let's take a look at the race results. Nicholas Snyder up top, Danny Foster, Jordan Tansel, your top 3. Reggie Packard, Jeremy Funk run into the top 5. Eric Shearer is 6th spot. Brad Lane, Rob Charbonneau going to be 7th and 8th. 9th going to be Adam Montioka. Chris Gilbert picks up a top 10. 11th through 18th are on the board. And we're going to give you 19th and 20th. Not able to finish both of those drivers, Stephen Hamble and Andrew Schroeder. All right, Rick, what do you say we see who we got to talk to here?
Sir, I do see I see Nick Snyder there, so he won, so he's here.
Good. I'm going to grab him. We're going to talk to him. Nick Snyder, this is Chris. Oop. Nick Snyder, this is Chris and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Well, listen up, man, because season opener and a big one for you. A hell of a win, bud. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It's always great to get a win at Daytona, especially the season opener. Now I think we're locked in to the chase, and it's good bonus points as well. But we're still going to go for more.
I'll tell you, it was a lot of fun to watch. The fog out there on track, what was that like? Could you even see it?
The last couple laps were pretty tense. I never had to block the inside line or block 3 lanes at once. Never done it before, and the last couple laps, Jordan kind of stuck with me, and then I saw him move to the outside, so I decided to jump up there with him, and bottom lane was coming back in, and then it was middle.
I'll tell you what, bud, it was a lot of fun. Who do you got on 5 that you got to thank tonight?
Just my parents, everyone, Eric for putting this league together. It's been running it for about 2 years now, and it's the most fun league that I've raced with, and he runs it pretty good.
Yes, he sure does. That was a lot of fun to watch, bud. Congratulations once again, going out to Nicholas Snyder, driving, well, it's the number 5 on track, but the number 20 in your scoring and timing. And I think, is that all we have to talk to here, Rick?
We got Jordan Tansel.
Jordan Tansel, Chris and Rick up in the booth. You got a copy?
Sure.
Hey, bud, 3rd place finish on the first race of the season. Not a bad way to go. It was getting a little rough there towards the end.
Yeah, everybody started being a little bit aggressive and trying to figure out which lane would work pretty well. And then right before that last caution, me and a couple of us were trying to ride around saving fuel and trying to make the other guys run out. And we got that last caution. We knew things were going to ramp up there.
Yeah, no, it was incredibly fun to watch. Anybody on the 63 that you need to thank tonight?
Just Alpine Stars and K&N Aero Filters, because they did that's what made me get out here to Daytona tonight. But other than that, it was a pretty good race. Wish could have won it, but hey, you'll have that.
You got a whole season in front of you, bud, and I'm pretty sure you got a win in your sleeve somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get one. Super speedways aren't my strongest suit. I either get caught up in a wreck or end up finishing like second or third like normal. But I'll get one probably on a 1.5-mile racetrack. We'll see.
There you go. That's Jordan Tansel, driver of the number 63. He brings it home in third place tonight. Jordan, enjoy it. We're going to get you back up with your crew so you can have fun with them. And that was Jordan Tansel, and that is going to do it live right here from the Turn 3 Racing Network. For Rick Hammond, my name is Chris, and we will see you again next time. Bye.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you cut them four abreast.
I want to ask Eric,
never duplicated, the greatest show on
can
dirt.
take a picture of his would piss me off all fucking season. Do we know how the ticker works? Does the ticker do the same thing, or does that just leave the numbers like it was before, where it was color for everybody? Okay, that's fine for Blazing Pedals. If it was gonna be like this, then